stand up here. This is kind of appropriate for FSU because raise you up a little so that you step back, you're gonna fall right down. So it kind of keeps you focused. I am very glad to open this colloquium. It is in the memory of Harold Cottingham. I think all of us should know a bit about Dr. Cottingham because his journey really mirrors the development of counseling and guidance through the American educational system and social services system. He was a big part of guiding that whole system, and it is important that we take a moment to recognize and celebrate his accomplishments. Dr. Cottingham came to Florida State, I believe in 1947, and in 1958 he founded the counseling, guidance and counseling program here. He was called one of the 49ers. The 49ers were a group of young faculty who were at Florida State. Well, it wasn't Florida State then. It was the College for Women's Education, and they turned that Women's Education College into a world-class graduate research or a university. And these are the founders, really, of what we know of as Florida State, and we should recognize that. Dr. Cottingham retired in 1980, and after just a short illness, passed away at a very young 67 years old. He pioneered the use of groups in learning and in counseling. If you were here at that time, you would have been involved in encounter groups. You would have had to look closely at yourself in order to move forward in your profession. And it was an amazing experience for all of us that had that opportunity. He also used groups taught us how to use groups in treatment, and has been an important part of my professional work as well. He directed more than 100 dissertations. I looked online and saw a list of over 100 dissertations, and as I scrolled through, mine wasn't there. That has to mean something. So let me say that he directed over 101 dissertations. I don't know why they didn't published more than 60 publications. He was a great speaker. In an interview with school counselor, which was published in 1979, he is quoted as saying, "I want to give students not only an awareness of the challenges they face, but also to help them build their resources and become professionals and provide organizations with leadership and community agencies with services." He was really about leadership and about services. So many of the leaders throughout this state and throughout the nation really came through programs that he initiated. He addressed the American Personal Guidance Association convention in 1966 and talked about the challenge of authenticity. And he said, quote, "The moral obligation of the counseling and guidance profession is to set a high standard of personal integrity as a matter of public image and individual influence, and this is very great indeed. We need to continually seek to strengthen our creativity, our awareness, which lies at the head of authentic behavior." We're fortunate to have had Dr. Cottingham. If you didn't get to know him, you still benefit from his great influence. We're also fortunate to have his two daughters here with us today. Thank you very much, Sarah and Rebecca, for joining us. I'd like to introduce our speakers for today's colloquium, starting from the end. Dr. Linda Miles. Dr. Linda Miles came to FSU in 1973 as an undergraduate. As a baby undergraduate, and in 1986 received her PhD. She has worked as a psychotherapist and consultant since that time. She is an educator and a distinguished author. Her award-winning book, The New Marriage, she co-wrote with her husband, Dr. Robert Miles, MD. And she has also written other books, such as Friendship on Fire, All Aboard the Brain, and All Aboard the Brain Trainer, and Teaching Your Child to Live with Purpose. I wish I read that earlier. Hope it's not too late. Apply to grandchildren? Her writing has led to a number of national television interviews, radio interviews, magazine interviews. She's published articles in the Wall Street Journal, the Boston Globe, the Miami Herald, Reuters. She has received numerous professional awards, including the FSU College of Education Outstanding Educator in Business and Industry Award, the Tallahassee Association Marriage and Family Therapist Outstanding Contributor to Knowledge and Practice of Marriage and Family Treatment. She is a diplomat with the American Psychotherapy Association and has spoken at numerous professional conferences. She serves as the National Advisory Board for Treatment of Autism, and is president and served as president of the FSU College of Education alumni. So welcome. Thank you for coming. We also have Dr. Carol Miner. Dr. Carol Miner is a distinguished teacher, professor emeritus at the Department of Counseling, Adult and Higher Education at the Northern Illinois University. She has published and researched in a number of areas, including career theory and decision-making, diversity, work and family issues, and developing career resource centers. Most recent publication is a 3-volume set of experiential activities in teaching career classes and learning and career groups. At Northern Illinois University, she has served as coordinator of faculty development and chair of the counseling faculty. She is the director of the Counseling and Career Resource Center and has been appointed presidential teaching professor. She is a leader in professional organizations. She's the president of the National Career Development Association and now is on the NCDA Veterans Task Force. She's been a board member at NCDA for over 9 years. She serves on the Governing Council and Executive Committee of the American Counseling Association and was chair of the American Counseling Association Insurance Trust. She is the recipient of a number of awards, including the Wilma D. Strickland Enduring Campus Climate, the Improving Campus Climate for Women Northern Illinois. Now you just talk that. She received the Jean Deere Award at Illinois Counseling Development Association. She has received the National Career Development Association Merit Award and the Professional Development Award in North Southern ACES. She serves on the Board of Directors of Council of Accreditation of Counselors in Related Professions and has served on the editorial board of the Career Development Portal. We're pleased that you're able to join us. Dr. Joseph Pedregano came to FSU in 1968 as a doctoral student in the physics department. Well, no. He received a master's degree 2 years later in physics, but changed his career and moved over into the counseling field, which to be able to claim. He entered the doctoral program in counseling and education and received a PhD in 1973. He was a very experienced psychotherapist, began at Archibald Memorial Hospital in Thomasville. He served as director of outpatient mental health center in Bradenton, Florida, and has 30 years of private practice accomplishments. He's a recognized professional, certified clinical supervisor by the American Society of Clinical Hypnosis. Has consulting privileges in a number of facilities, including Manatee Memorial Hospital, Sarasota Memorial Hospital, Manatee Palms Child and Adolescent Treatment Center. He has taught and been the focus of a number of television and radio interviews. And most importantly, he's touched the lives of over 4,000 clients. He was asked if he's thinking about retirement. He said it's not so much. He's down to about 3 days a week. He says that 70 is the new 30. And he says he's heard that 70 is the new 30. Joe, our hearing at this age starts to wane, so they didn't say 70 is the new 30. They said 70 is the true nerdy. Oh. So let me move over to our speakers. Thank you.